Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'll be taking you through a short Pilates ab series. No equipment is needed. You just need your mat, so when you are ready, let's get into it. We're going to start lying on our backs and you're going to extend both legs long, come into a full lying position. Hands are going to come all the way back behind the head and you're just going to relax the shoulders down away from those ears. Start to create that length from the top of those fingers down to the toes. As you inhale, take a nice breath all the way in through the nose and feel the body lengthen. Exhale, just let everything melt into that mat beneath you. Two more like this. Inhale, full stretch, lengthening through the body. And an inhale to release. Let that spine, let the shoulders press heavy into your mat. One more like this. Inhale, stretching to lengthen. And then a nice heavy exhale. Keep those hands behind your head and start to bend just your right leg into tabletop. Now your shin wants to be parallel to the ceiling. Your lower belly wants to think about pulling in and down to the bottom of that mat. So you're finding that imprint of your spine. Hands are going to come behind the back of the head, interlock the fingers, let the head rest nice and heavy into those palms. As you exhale, you're going to scoop through the belly, lift the chest forwards. Inhale, lower it to come all the way back down. Exhale, we lift to scoop. Inhale, nice slow control lower through that abdominal muscle. We are here for 5. And we're keeping that right leg with the shin nice and parallel to your ceiling the whole time. Elbows want to stay nice and wide. And as you lift the chest, think about sliding the rib cage in and down towards those hips. You're going to add on from here. Next time you curl up, you are going to start to lift the chest and take your body over to the right hand side. Left elbow wants to reach for that right knee. Inhale, bring it back down. We exhale, scoop. Inhale, bring it down to lower, lovely. You are here for 5. Same things before, this time just working a little bit more into those right obliques. Keeping that right knee stacked directly above that hip, lifting through the left shoulder blade as you curl. You're going to go for one more full rep here. Now the next time you lift the chest, as you reach over to that right side, can you hold it here? You're going to inhale, slowly twist back to center, keeping the chest lifted. Exhale, reach it over to that right knee. You are here for 8. Exhale, lift. Inhale, rotating back through center. Last 6. Keeping that press of your lower spine down on your mat the whole time. Last 3. And press nice, last 2. On your next one, as you reach over to the right knee, left elbow pulls forwards, can you hold it here? That left arm's going to lengthen to the outside of your thigh. You're going to take a tiny reach forward to that front corner of your mat and back through center. Final 8, 7, 6, lovely, 5, keep it going, 4, 3, 2, relax on 1, bring it down. Arms lengthen up to your ceiling. Whew, nice. Right leg's going to lift back to tabletop. On your exhale, scoop through that lower belly, lift your second leg nice and high. Both shins parallel to that ceiling, lower back wants to stay pressing on that mat. As you inhale, that right leg's going to start to lengthen. Arms sweep back behind the head. Exhale, scoop everything back to your center. Same with that left leg, nice and long on your inhale. Exhale, squeezing back. You're here for 4 more on each side. And your aim here is to keep that leg nice and long. You're lowering it down as close to the mat as you can without that lower back starting to lift. Scooping through that belly on your exhale. Keeping that rib cage closed, belly button pulled all the way in. Nice. 1 more on each side like this. And you're going to add on from here. Next time your right leg lengthens forward, you're going to hold the right leg extended. Inhale, lower the left foot to tap down. Exhale, bring it up and pull everything back in. Same with that left leg. Inhale on your lengthen. Nice slow controlled tap of the right foot down and lift to come back to center. 2 more on each side like this. If this feels a little bit much, we can stick to layer 1. The lower that extended leg, the more tension you're going to be feeling through those lower abdominals. Using that breath in as you lower, nice control through that movement. 1 more on this left side. Now the next time you extend the right leg forwards, you're going to hold the right leg extended, it's going to stay here. Just that left leg lowers down and up with those arms for 5. And squeeze, last 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both knees back into center. Little hug of those knees. Pull the kneecaps into the chest. Gentle rock from side to side here. We're going to come straight into that second leg to finish off. Nice deep breath in. Slowly bringing those rocks back to center. Tabletopping those legs. Inhale, stretching those left arms long. Lovely. You're going to lengthen the left leg long and hold it here on that breath in. Exhale, start to lower the right foot. And lift with those hands. You're here for 6 reps only. If you've got it. Keeping that left leg long and strong. You can lift it a little bit higher if you need to. Last 3. 4, 2. Last 1. And lift. Lengthen both legs down. Whew. Find that nice long stretch as you breathe it in. Now we're going to come straight back into that tabletop curl and oblique work on the second side. So you're going to keep the right leg long, the left knee is going to bend into tabletop. Hands coming in to look straight back behind the head with the elbows nice and wide. On your exhale, scooping through the belly, lifting through that chest. Inhale as you lower it down to your mat. We are here for 5. Nice, slow control of those movements. Really nice. Think about squeezing everything into that center of the core. Belly should be feeling a little bit more work now. Last one like this. We're then going to add in that oblique twist. Next time you curl up, right elbow reaches for that left knee. Inhale, bring it back down through center. You're lifting through the right shoulder blade here, adding that slight rotation through the middle of that spine, working into the right obliques. Last 2 like this. Exhale, twist. Nice. Last 4 rep here. Now the next time you lift to the chest, you're going to find that twist and hold that rotation. Inhale, keeping the chest lifted, rotating back to center. Exhale, pulling that right elbow over to the left knee. You are here for 5. Try to keep the head resting in those palms. Last 3. Lovely guys, you should feel those right obliques on fire. Mine definitely are. Last 2. Exhale, hold on this next one. Right arm extends over and outside the left knee. Tiny reach forwards, 1 inch. Scooping and squeezing through the belly. Last 6. 5, 4, we've got it. 3, 2, 1, and come back down. Find that length. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Lovely. You're going to keep both legs long. Arms are going to extend just directly above the chest. Take a deep breath in through the nose for me. On that exhale, start to scoop in through the belly and the abs. You're going to scoop through the head, neck and shoulders and lift all the way up into your nice full roll, sitting at the top. Nice. We're going to drop down onto our left elbow and that left forearm. We're going to come into some side plank action, still focusing on those obliques. Make sure the elbow is directly under the shoulder. Right hand's going to come and press in front. Left knee wants to bend and that right leg is extended. Make sure the sole of that foot is pressing on the edge of that mat. Now as you exhale, you're going to imagine a string pulling from the top hip, opening that arm as you lift through those hip bones. Inhale, sweep the hand down to your mat as you lower the hips. You're here for 5. Nice. Exhale, sweeping up to lift. Inhale, lower. And I want you to think about those 2 hands wrapping around the belly, pulling in the torso into the center of that belly button. And you want to keep both of those hip bones shining to your front. 1 more full rep like this. Nice. Now the next time we lift, you're going to hold that lift of the hips. Option to keep that left knee down or start to slide that left leg back into your full side plank. Inhale, start to find that rotation as you scoop through that thread the needle. Exhale, unfold that right arm all the way up. Inhale, twisting through the torso as the right hand threads under. Exhale, lift. You are here for 3. Last 2. That left knee can drop down whenever you need to. Think about being pulled by that top hip bone. Inhale on this last one. Exhale, unfold the arm to hold it here, pulling in that belly. Tiny drop and lift through those hip bones. Final 6, 5, lifting out the left shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Whew. Obliques should be on fire. You're going to turn to face the side of the room and you're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. Hands are going to stack directly under those hips. You're going to wrap the toes underneath you. On your exhale, you're going to scoop through the belly. Think about rounding the rib cage and pressing away from those hands. So you want to open up the shoulder blades. On your exhale, knees are going to lift 1 inch off of the mat into a hover. Inhale, lower them to tap down. Exhale, find that lift. Inhale to release. You are here for 5. And you want to keep that lift of the belly button the whole time. So you're scooping through the center of those abdominals. Keeping that focus on the center of the core. Last one like this. Next time you lift those knees, can you hold the knees in that hover? Pressing out those shoulders, start to extend the right leg back and then the left leg. You're finding your full plank. Slowly walking those knees back into your hover. You've got the option to drop them down, or for that progression, we keep them lifted. You are in and out of those plank walks for 8. Nice and slow. And you want to aim here to keep the shoulders in line with those hip bones. What we don't want is that round or drop of the belly. You've got 4 more like this. Really nice, guys. Keeping it going. Woo, I know. Straight into that core. Last 2. Stepping those feet out into that full stretch. Last one as you bring the knees in. Find that plank on this next breath out and hold. Lifting onto the balls of those feet, rounding the shoulders, scooping with the belly. You here, you're holding for 8, 7. Lovely. Long and strong with the abs. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees, press back into a child's pose stretch. Nice deep breath in, breathing into the back of that rib cage. Exhale, let everything soften into that mat beneath you. Last deep breath in like this. And an exhale to close. Lovely. You're going to start to draw the hands into those knees as you come into that low nail. And then you're going to drop straight onto that right elbow for me. So spinning, round to face the other side. Right elbow comes down. Same thing here, elbow stacked underneath that shoulder. Your right knee is now bent, hips are square, and that left leg is going to lengthen. Hand is going to start in front of you. As you exhale, lifting through that waistband, unfolding the left arm to the ceiling. Inhale, lower the hand down as the hips touch. Exhale, lift. Inhale, slow lower. Nice. You are here for 5. Last 4. Thinking about that belly button pulling into the base of that spine, keeping those hip bones shining forwards in front. On your next lift, you're going to keep the hip bones lifted. Think about pulling the elbow into your hip bone. If you are taking that progression, the right leg starts to slide back. You're in that full side plank. Inhale, thread the needle. It comes underneath that right side of the waist. Exhale, unfold the arm to the ceiling. You've got 5 more like this. Option to drop that right knee for a slightly nicer modification. Last 3. Really nice, guys. Think about keeping that belly pulled in even as you rotate. Bringing both those hips back to that shining parallel position as you unfold the arm. Last 1. You're going to unfold and hold it here. Hips drop down 1 inch. Exhale, driving through that press. You're here for 8. Last 7. 4, 6. We're nearly there. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come down on 1. Whew. Really nice work. Come and lie yourself down onto your back. Once you're lying on your back, just take those hands either side of your mat. Bring both of those knees into a bend, and as you exhale, let the knees drop over to the left-hand side. Eye line comes past the right shoulder, and then switch. Knees drop to the right, eye line goes to the left. Just stretching out through that lower spine, through those hips for your final 3, 4, 2, and 1. Bring both legs back to center, stretch them long, stretch the arms up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, let the shoulder blades connect with that mat. One final roll up on your exhale, using the breath, using that core strength as you scoop through the belly and relaxing at the top. Give yourselves a little clap, guys. Well done. That was your express abdominals. I hope you liked it, and I will see you again soon. Have a lovely day.